Okay, on Monday we did our special rights that we derived from the square. Okay, and so this is what we did on Monday. We added some facts and we derived the formula for special rights. Then on the next page we did the table. So this was actually entry 5. And then we went into some practice problems where we followed and showed how to get some examples. And then this was day 1 homework. We're going to put that into our spiral. Day 2 will not be in there. It's a separate. And then we come to here, okay, which is our 30, 60, 90. So we have an equilateral triangle, and we fold in half, because remember, we're just going to glue half of it or tape half of it to show the relationship. So since it's an equilateral triangle, we're going to add this height, which in an equilateral triangle is perpendicular. And basic facts of our equilateral triangle, it's also equal angular, so all the angles are 60, but the height is a perpendicular bisector, so it bisects the 60 to 30 and 30. And that's how we create our 30, 60, 90 triangle. Now, for the relationship we're going to show, we're going to make each side 2x, and down here, this whole thing is also 2x. But because this is a bisector, basically each side is congruent, this now becomes x and x. So we are going to derive the formulas for the special right using this right triangle we create when we fold it. Corresponding parts are going to still be the same. So this is our 90 degrees. Up here is our 30. Down here is our 60. And we're going to have an x and 2x. And there's some relationships that we need to make sure you understand and apply with a 30, 60, 90 triangle. The first thing is opposite the 30. Sorry about that, it's supposed to be dotted line, but this is what we call our short leg, or sometimes I abbreviate SL. Okay, so that's our short leg. Our hypotenuse is always opposite the right angle, so this is still going to be the hypotenuse. And then opposite the 60 is also a leg, but it's the long leg, or LL. Now, using Pythagorean theorem, so this will be our B. Our hypotenuse is always our C. And then the other one we have is our A. Okay. So we're just going to use Pythagorean theorem to derive the formulas of the 30, 60, 90. So we're just going to substitute here. Instead of, we're starting off with A squared plus our B squared equals our C squared. And we're going to substitute the parts in there. So we know our short leg has the same value as just x. So we'll put x squared plus our b squared, which is what we're trying to find, the length of the leg, is equal to, and this is now going to be parentheses, 2x squared. Because that means I have two factors. 2x parentheses squared means you have two factors of 2x. So when I simplify this, yes, we have x squared plus our b squared, but this is going to equal to our 4x squared. And we're going to solve for b. So we're going to isolate the b squared by subtracting x squared from both sides. And then our b squared is equal to now 3x squared. And so to solve for b, we're going to take the square root of both sides, which means b is equal to the square root of 3 times the square root of x squared. And we recognize this is a perfect square. Perfect squares come out. So our b is equal to x square root of 3. Okay? And so in translation, our b represents our long leg. It is equal to what our short leg is times, or square root times the square root of 3. Now, there's some other formulas we're going to add to our page that we need to know. And we're going to just put it over here to the side. So, where's my favorite color? So when you have a 30, 60, 90 triangle, you have some formulas that you can use for those. It's different than our right isosceles. The basic common formula is your hypotenuse. It has a special relationship. Up here, I wanted you to see that if my leg is x and my hypotenuse is 2x, well, the hypotenuse is basically double the x, okay? So the first formula you're going to write down is your hypotenuse is always 2 times the short leg. Whatever the short leg, you just double it, and that gives you your hypotenuse. Your long leg is whatever the short leg is times the square root of 3. Now, there's going to be times where you have to work backwards. So if I was trying to find the short leg, one way, depends on what's given to you. The short leg is your hypotenuse divided by 2. So if I have the hypotenuse, I take half of it, that gives me the short leg. Or you would have to take your long leg times the square root of 3 divided by 3. So these are the formulas we're going to now apply in our table, which goes on the next page. So let's get our table filled in, and we're going to do that next on the next video. Some table and some examples.